Hello. We're alive. It's been a long while. And there are only 3 of us tonight, but it's okay.
We will get more in the coming weeks.
Yeah. People are busy with the beginning of year stuff and their communication issues, and it's okay. We'll have fun. So, this is Solipsis. This is our first session of the year. It's been almost exactly a year since I ran my very first session here. That was a wild time. We don't actually have video evidence of that one because we weren't streaming yet, but that's, yeah. So, I'm Freeze, I'm the DM.
I am Grant. Oh gosh. How do I even introduce my character?
Your character is a whole mouthful.
How do I even introduce my character?
Introduce who they are today.
Alright. Today, my character is Lustin Mugencha, the Triton warrior woman. She is my friend.
And I'm Sid. I'm playing Howard. Only ever played Howard, so, yeah. Howard's a rogue thief, and also my child.
Howler's a Kenku who isn't cursed anymore.
Yeah. Maybe.
Honestly, he's more of an Arakaka at this point.
Don't fucking call him a
He's a Kenku. It's fine. At the end of the year last year, we had our final session, and one of the other characters, Pine, used a wish spell to break the Kenku curse on Howler. So, that's where that character's at. Over the summer we had 2 mini campaigns happen. One of them is fully on YouTube and took place with different characters, different part of the world. Yeah. It was a higher level campaign. It was kind of fun. And the other one will be on YouTube this evening, hopefully, if the technology stops fighting me, because it took all day to export, so I didn't get it up before we started here this evening, but that's just how it be sometimes. So.
Yeah. That last little mini campaign is the reason I am not playing Damokos tonight.
Damokos went through character development.
Damokos is no more.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, I feel like we kind of have to spoil at least a little bit of what happened there for us to move forward, because it did happen in the history of the world, and specifically Howler was there for that. So, yeah. If there's anything that doesn't make sense, drop it in the chat and we'll try to answer it. And
should we pull this up on actual Twitch so we can see the chat?
It's set so it'll pop up on here.
Oh, that's right.
We have magic chat function.
We have the technology.
Sort of. we pretend we have technology. We are in fact broke college students running this off of a single laptop and one $7 webcam. So, you know, it's fine. We're just here to have fun and make content and hope that people actually enjoy it and maybe watch it. But, yeah. So, is there anything else in the way of, announcements or timely things that we need to go over before we start?
Just say off the bat that we're probably going to be we are going to be streaming other things on Wednesday nights, whether it be other campaign that we're just okay, let's stream it this once, or other tabletop games like Betrayal or Arkham Horror, if we can figure that out.
Yeah, we're going to do a more generic kind of game night stream that's not consistent, just so we have something to do sometimes and get a few more streams in per week. I'm working on some film stuff, so keep an eye out for that, I guess. I hope that'll work out. This is the life of a film student. Anyway, you are not in Centauri today. We're gonna start a little more like out towards the coast. You guys have been out and about. How long has your character been part of the Adventurers Guild, do you think? Or have you not joined it yet? We didn't get around to talking about that before we started.
They just joined recently.
Okay.
And up until today, they have been Pensarden.
Okay.
Half-elf.
And then just today, you woke up and were like, we're done with that. And,
See, I don't actively change.
yeah.
My sentient weapon changes for me while I'm asleep.
Okay.
I don't actively make these decisions.
We'll see how that plays out in the long run. This will be interesting. It's kind of a wacky character concept. So,
7 characters in one.
yeah. They are, in fact, a changeling, by the way, in case that wasn't clear. So, yeah. Changeling. And I want to write down what your name is for today. I didn't get any of my pencils here. What is it?
Not boosted.
Cool. Okay. Given that you're relatively new to the guild, and you've been dealing with a lot of shit with the guild lately, you have both gone out and done a few small jobs for some people out in the rural part of the city-states. It's been a pretty nice, relaxing time. You've just been dealing with little things. It's nice break. And now you're on your way back to Centauri through the wetlands that make up the southern peninsula of the southern city-states. It's not nice traveling. It's kind of pretty, but it doesn't make up for the fact that your socks have been wet for the last 2 days solid.
Carla doesn't wear socks.
You've got bird feet, but the idea still stands.
The mud gets under my claws.
The mud under your claws.
Lewiston, let's be real, she has waterproof clothing. She is Triton.
Yeah.
Do you generate new clothes every time you transform as a changeling?
No.
So why can you come up with an excuse right now?
I have my
There's
excuse.
there's
My
already
bag of
in
holding
place.
is exclusively for the persona's outfits. Nothing else is allowed to go in there.
Okay.
They have luggage, lots of luggage, all in a bag of holding.
Yes.
Nothing else will be in there.
Nothing else is allowed in there.
So, Lewiston has waterproof clothes. But, you've been sloshing through mud for a while. You've, been facing some annoying things, such as giant fucking mosquitoes. And, yeah. Just stuff that doesn't pose a threat, just a serious annoyance. And you all have been keeping an eye out for the things out here that would cause a threat, because as established a country as the city-states are, there are still plenty of places in them that are not civilized to the point of getting rid of all of the dangerous things. So, yeah. Today you're running from a troll.
Oh.
You are now running through the wetlands with a troll following after you. You don't really want to deal with it.
Just like in Skyrim.
Yeah. Just, wow, this is just like Skyrim.
Wow.
Couldn't Howler be like just flying with his feet like above the wet in the mud?
Do you think Howler has the emotional constitution to do that?
He could be, but I sincerely doubt that he does that all the time.
Yeah.
Flying really low to the ground probably takes a lot of effort too, because a lot of flying is
Probably.
catching air drafts and shit like that.
Probably.
So it's way easier for him to fly higher up than it would be on the ground. You have to be constantly flapping and thumbing, so that's just a goddamn trip.
So what are you gonna do about this troll?
Howler doesn't really know this bitch that we're with right now.
Okay.
So Howler doesn't especially feel a lot of attachment to her or any real desire to keep her alive for very long. So Howler's gonna fly because Howler can do that now.
Don't worry, I shall take care of this.
Yeah, Howler just flies up and starts circling from above, and I guess watching this troll, I don't suppose trolls really have that much wealth or valuable parts and pieces to them that
No.
Howler might take.
They're just a wetland annoyance.
I see.
What's your passive?
23.
Okay. As you're circling above this scene below you, you notice a second troll that the first one is trying to run you towards.
Oh boy.
You also see a strange sort of feature of this wetland. The river that you've been kind of following suddenly drops off into what appears to be a chasm.
Oh good, a sinkhole. Okay. I'm stuck between playing Howler as a character and not wanting to be a shitty player at the table, because Howler would probably want to check out that sinkhole. I guess if Howler is becoming a more well-known member of the Adventurers Guild, it would behoove him to not lose new members.
Yeah, you were kind of sent with this character. What was the name you were going by prior?
Houston. Oh,
prior
no,
to
it was
this.
Penzarin.
Okay. You were sent with Penzarin to sort of test the waters and see if they actually were as competent as they thought they were.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go back down there.
Okay.
And, like, swoop in and, I suppose Penzarin or what?
This is Leuston.
It's Leuston.
Leuston now. I swoop down by
We
Leuston.
need name cards.
Yes.
We do need. You need.
You need a
Yes,
name
I
card.
do.
Else
You know Captain Jack Harkness
No.
from
From
Doctor
Doctor
Who?
Who?
No.
He'll fuck anything
Ah.
that gives consent.
No.
That's Panzarin. So Panzarin has absolutely hit on Howler.
Howler didn't get consent. Howler's a 0. Also, that would.
Yeah, Howler.
I'm not sure Howler entirely understands the idea of changelings on anyone, so he's definitely very disenchanted with fucking Leuston. And doesn't really give a shit about her, even though she's definitely a completely different person. So Howler swoops down and is like, hey, there's another one up there. Like, this one, we're sort of getting corralled a little bit here. Bye.
Oh,
and
dear.
then picks up again and goes back up into the sky. Howler is going to try and position themselves somewhere that they can shoot with a bow. So, like, is this... I'm assuming that since Leuston didn't see the second one yet, that there's, like, a hilly sort of, like...
It's a little bit hilly. There are a few scattered trees.
Okay. Howler's going to find... Okay. Howler's going to do some math. Like, visual math.
Okay.
Figure out where they're going to have an intersection. Find the nearest tree to that point and, like, take a good sit.
Okay.
And then wait until everyone gets within short bow range, and then go ham with that when that comes around.
Okay.
So that's my plan that's happening right now.
You find a nice tree, you settle yourself on it. You watch. You're still running.
Well, I suppose I should try and take care of one of these. I'm going to turn around to the one that's chasing me. And how close is it?
It is about 20 feet behind you.
Okay, that's close enough. I'm just going to cast Blight.
Okay.
It needs to make a Constitution save.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bust out a whole lot of stuff already.
Yeah.
Not 20.
It still takes. Hey, it still takes half of 8d8.
Okay. I'm gonna take a moment real quick to grab some stuff out of my backpack.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, we did it. And you broke out the big one.
I broke out the big one because the big ones are always easy to find. Ooh, multiple 8s, but also multiple 1s. Let's see, so.
Far more lower numbers than
Yeah. 16. 22, 23, 24, 29, really? Half of 29.
17?
No.
16.
No.
I can't do math. It's the other
That'll
way.
be 15
It's
rounded up.
15 rounded up.
the fire one.
Okay, let's roll into initiative then.
Oh boy. That was a great use of a spell
I
slot.
rolled a natural 20, so 25 for Howard. Makes sense that it's Howard's
Ooh.
I got a 10.
Okay, so got and then Houston. And then the 2 trolls, because I rolled a 1 and a 3. Okay. By this time, the second troll has seen what's going on, did see you circling, so knows you're there, but not exactly where you're at, and has started to move towards this combat that's going on.
Yes.
So, it's your turn, Howlett.
Alright, which troll is nearest to me and how far away would you say it was?
The second one is probably closer to you at this point, and it will be about 40 feet off.
Alright, Howard's gonna hit that one with the short bow.
Okay.
Cool.
Put these in here.
Do I get sneak attack for that? Because they don't know where I am, or?
Yeah, since I specified that they don't know exactly where you're at,
Cool.
I'll let you do sneak attack.
Some messy business. So, 19 plus 8, whatever that is, it'll hit for sure. Because that's a big number. 27.
To hit?
Level
Yes.
9. I mean 8.
That'll hit.
Should I be level 8?
Yeah, I think we agreed on that.
Did we?
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't there.
Yeah, sorry, that was kind of an afterthought message after our summer session on Discord.
Huh. It's odd. I usually read messages.
Yeah.
Alright, well I guess I'll...
Maybe you saw it and said, oh, I'll do that later, and then didn't.
Yeah. Alright, well I will piss. Let's see. So that's 9 plus 5, 14.
14 damage?
Yep. 14 damage with my piss. And then Howard's going to hide amongst the tree leaves.
Alrighty.
Another fucking 27.
Okay. That'll beat its passive.
Yeah.
You can generally beat things passive as a rogue. Lewiston.
Alright. So, let's just take care of this one in front of me first.
Okay.
So, let's get into this. I already got the glaive. I'm gonna just walk up to this fucker and start swinging.
Okay.
Not right up, of course. I'm gonna keep a bit of distance. Use that reach to my advantage. Attack number 1! Fuck!
Yikes!
Off to a great start!
You said you don't use the critical shit table.
Yeah, no, I don't use the crit shit table.
Crit shit table's not.
I love the concept of it. It's one more thing for me to keep track of.
Yeah.
My brain is too scattered.
That's my first attack. So what's happening?
Okay. I'm just gonna say you miss this time.
Okay.
You miss widely.
Showing mercy
And-
to the new character.
Yeah. I'm gonna give them a +2 to hit on their next attack against
Okay.
you because you left yourself open, but nothing immediate happens.
Okay. No, not too bad. Okay, number 2 goes a lot better. That's a 25.
That'll hit.
Ugh. Hey!
Nice.
That is 16 damage. I'm a genius. I should have done that before I hit that one.
What?
I could have Hexblade's curse and
Mm.
used that. Well, I can still do it now.
Okay.
I'm doing it. That fucker's cursed.
Alrighty. What does the Hexblade curse do?
I get to add my proficiency bonus to hit and to damage. I crit on a 19 or 20, and when I down them, I gain Charisma mod 10 health.
Okay. Cool. It's that troll's turn. So it will attack 3 times because it has that. So that will be a 19 to hit.
My AC is currently a 16.
Okay.
Okay,
7 damage from that. And then one of its attacks will
fuck.
be a nat 20.
Hey, so can I borrow Xanathar?
Yeah.
Don't have it on me.
I have it. Don't worry. Here you go.
Because I need to see, I'm hoping that I can't be crit by the target of my curse. I'm doubting it,
And
but I'm hoping.
the other one will be a 17, so both of them will hit. Yeah.
Are you in deep shit already? This is fucking like hit 1.
Yeah.
Borrow one
Well,
more
no,
D6.
it's hits 1, 2, and 3.
Thanks.
It's 1, 2, and 3, and you're already in deep shit. What the fuck? Why'd you join the adventurers
I'm
guild?
gonna. God, I'm using my other fucking spell slot. I'm going to shield the one that isn't a crit.
Okay. Yeah, you only need to raise your AC by 1 in order to.
Yeah.
That
And I'm out of spell slots.
Wow. Power is not only disenchanted with your character, but also thoroughly disappointed.
And that'll be 10 damage.
Okay.
And they get to be disappointed because they faced out an Archfey last time.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, hey, an Archfey. Archfey called Howler weird, I think. Like, I do remember that. And they were like, oh, you're a strange one. And Howler was like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Autumn King's an asshole.
yeah, okay.
We have not yet seen the last of the Autumn King.
Oh, boy.
Mostly because Ezra still owes him 3 favors,
Yeah.
which we'll get to eventually.
Much, not unlike Archer from Sundown. Read Sundown on Tapas. It's good.
This is not sponsored.
Not sponsored at all. I just love space work.
How does that?
Okay. Troll 2's turn.
Yep.
Here we go. We should watch that movie.
Which movie?
Troll 2. Have you never heard of it?
No.
One of the worst movies in existence. It doesn't have any trolls in it, contrary to the name.
Is it like internet trolls?
I'm concerned.
It has goblins.
Okay.
Yikes. The second troll is not close enough to anyone to do anything right now, so it's going to move closer to the combat and make a perception check to try to figure out where you went.
Oh, good.
Where the fuck did that bird go?
Yeah. That will be a 19.
Well, I rolled a 27, so you don't know.
Yeah. He can smell you. He just doesn't know where you're at.
Okay.
It's only a matter of time.
Does he think Howler smells good?
Probably.
Alright.
It's better for him anyway.
Fragrant good, like delicious good.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Like, Howler.
Yeah, probably.
One bird.
So it's your turn.
Alright, well, Howler sees this idiot trying to look for him, and he's like, 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, cool, with the short bow. Oh wait, do I roll an extra 4d6 and not just make it a total of 4d6?
Your sneak attack?
46
Yeah.
is the sneak attack.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, you
I
should
gotta-
be adding one more.
It's been so long since I've played Dungeons and Dragons.
It's been like a whole month.
Yeah, I know. Let's get the sparkly one. That was a mistake.
Ooh, sparkly.
Sparkles was a
Sparkly
mistake.
one rolled a 1, so fuck you. So that's 2, 4, plus 12. It's 16. Plus 5 is 21.
21 damage?
21 damage.
21.
Let this be a lesson for everyone. You can really only trust the bi dice. Only bisexuals can be trusted.
The bi dice are amazing.
Yes.
I love them.
Incredible. So yeah, there's that. And then Howard's going to hide again because fuck this guy.
Okay.
19. Not too hot, but you know.
Okay.
Not all of them.
It's only a matter of
It's
time.
only a matter of time before Howler is spotted, but
Not necessarily spotted so much as sniffed out.
yeah,
Troll's eyesight isn't that good, but their sense of smell.
yeah.
Now, what cantrips do I have?
So, Lewiston.
You only have one cantrip that you need.
Eldritch
try to
Blast.
act-
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Do not
But-
play games like you don't ever not have. Like, there's only one good spell.
Wisdom is a warrior. She has her glaive.
Okay.
She can hit twice with
And
that.
that's worked so well for you so far.
Look, I have a higher to hit
I'm
with my
gonna point at
glaive
you too.
and can get better damage with my
What?
glaive. One!
You rolled a 1!
One! Sonic the Hedgehog, that's what happens on that one.
We should watch Freeze. You need to see that so you can understand our jokes.
That is a 25 to smack the bitch.
That's not gonna hit. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
And then a 23.
Why didn't you just roll them both at once?
I don't know. 25 and a 23.
Those will hit.
Saves time
Okay.
for viewer suspense.
Okay, so that's 14 plus 12. 1d6 plus another 6 from Hexblade Curse. 32 damage.
Okay.
The big old chunky hit.
Well, 2 chunky hits.
Nicely done.
Yummy.
He's still looking pretty good.
Like Campbell's chunky suit.
Well, with that one, you managed to knock an entire arm off.
Oh, good. Howler is not having a good time anymore. Howler was thoroughly amused, like, oh yeah, this motherfucker, this stupid goddamn idiot, wasted both of their spell slots, and now the dude's arm off, and Howler's like,
Oh.
I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Okay.
Howler doesn't like to see that.
And now it is its turn. So, it has already started to regrow another arm.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, Howler's back to just being, Howler's back to
It's a little put off by the bodily harm that it's been put through, but
Fair.
yeah.
You can just do that, I guess.
You have got one less attack on you this turn because
Okay.
of that. Because it can't attack with its weirdly regrowing arm now.
It has
So
a
have
baby
another
arm.
arm to attack with?
It has 3 attacks per turn.
Because it's non-dominant arm.
Bite,
You can't hit with that very
Arm
well.
and 2 claw attacks. So it tries biting you and then it tries clawing you to bits
Ah.
with both hands. So it's a lot of attacks.
Mhm.
So the bite attack will be a 14
That will not hit.
and
Claw.
the claw attack will hit because that's more math than I want to do. But it's a plus
Yeah.
7.
You rolled a straight 16, and that's my
Yeah.
AC.
So the fact that it has modifiers makes it.
Yes. Even
Yeah.
without modifiers, it hits.
So it's 2d6. That'll be 11 damage to you.
Oh, I'm bloodied.
I finally made a encounter that seems like actually kind of evenly balanced.
Yay.
I might be getting an idea.
Troll 2 is stalking closer and trying to sniff you out again.
Cool. Troll 2 is a dumb bitch, and I hate him.
Troll 2 has a... I can do math, I swear. You would think, after all this time,
Oh, yeah.
I would be good at math, and I am not. It's a 20.
But
Plus 7. 13 plus 7 is 20.
all beans just beat me.
They spotted you, but you're up a tree, so the troll lumbers over and starts just looking up at you in the tree,
Oh.
circling it, trying to find branches low enough to pull itself up.
Threatening. Okay.
Threatening.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Well, Howler's gonna fucking shoot him.
Okay.
Like,
No one ever said they were intelligent.
no. They're not. That's a 20, not natural.
That will hit.
Yeah, it doesn't take intelligence to regrow limbs.
Shit, rip. Oh, that's a 6. Can I count that? Okay.
It landed flat, so sure.
Yeah. Alright, 6 plus...
Oh, shit! Damage!
Nice!
Goodbye, dice.
the bite dice fucking deliver. Okay.
That's
So that's
30.
35.
Yeah, plus. Oh,
30.
my God.
Wait. Yeah, you're right. It's just 30. It's 30 whole ass damage. Wait, yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
plus your
35
5
because I
from
get a
the-
5. Yay! I forgot. I accidentally added correctly.
35
I
with a
forgot I accidentally
single
added
hook,
correct.
with
I
a
didn't-
single arrow.
With a single. Well, see, because it's like
point blank,
staring
like,
up at it.
straight
and Howard's
down, right through the eyes, and you.
Howard's like, oh, dummy boy, and then shoots it.
Oh, you.
Hi, welcome to Point Blank Range. I don't know where you're staying.
This thing goes like right through his head, and the hole starts healing up, and he's not dead, but he's really stunned by that, and yeah.
Okay. Howler is then going to retreat further up and hopes to hide. Who knows how that's going to go? It's going to go well. I rolled an 18. Plus
Okay.
That's a 29.
Good luck beating that one, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to, I don't think.
About.
Statistically impossible.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not possible, so.
how deep is this water we've been wading through?
Like ankle deep,
Okay.
knee deep in places.
So, okay, I can't do that thing.
Not deep enough to like disappear into as a Triton.
Because I have 30 feet of swim and I can breathe.
There is a
water.
river, like kind of nearby.
Yeah, but not close
But-
enough that it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh well. Glaive time.
See what happens
I
when
think
you roll
those
both
will
at
hit.
once. You
Yeah.
get an 18 and 17.
Because that's a 26 and 27. Oh, why couldn't one have been a 19? I just want a crit. So 12 plus 12 plus 6.
12.
No,
I'm having fun.
It's 30.
30. Yes.
You deal 30 damage.
You're so
Yes.
close to being as competent as Howler.
It's this troll's turn. He's really not looking hot right now.
Good.
But he does regenerate a bit.
Of course.
So, yeah. Still not looking great. He's gonna try the bite attack. Going for that. And that's not gonna hit. He's gonna miss you there, and then the 2 claws. He's got his arms back, and he's gonna miss you on those as well. Those were a bunch of really shitty rolls.
Yeah, I mean, it's not feeling so hot, so.
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Why?
I'm going
Okay.
to fight the entire Marvel franchise with my bare hands.
Same.
They've wronged so many people on very many different levels. But
I feel
anyway,
personally wrong. But anyway, yeah. Troll 2 here.
Marvel came into my house and took a shit in my cat's litter box.
I thought for a second I thought you said castle.
Well, I mean, that would also make sense, but I think the thing I said was funnier.
Troll 2 is looking up the tree and not finding Howler again. It's gonna start trying to shake the tree, but it's like a full-ass tree, so it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
You feel the vibrations up the branches a bit, but it's like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's gonna be Troll 2's turn. It's fruitless.
Good.
Your turn.
I'm deciding if I want to kill steal on Grant or if I want to shoot this troll again.
What would Howler do?
Howler would kill steal on Grant. So that's a 19. I'm gonna kill steal on you.
Howler just likes being a show-off.
Yeah, sometimes it feel like that. Okay. Let's see. We
Hey,
have-
if you kill him, that heals me, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Either way,
So 20.
20. Hold up.
4, 8, 12, 15, 20.
25.
25 damage to it.
Yep.
It goes right down.
Yeah.
So that gives me
And
about...
How do you imagine
That
this
gives me
shot hitting
14
it? And,
hell.
So what Howler is doing is now Howler's being like vibrated very slightly by this little idiot at the bottom trying to shake the tree. And then they look over
Like a
and
washing
like,
machine.
yeah, like not even a washing machine. It's a big tree. And then Howler, they look over and they see Grant's character like Houston. I'm having problems with me. Hold on, let me write that down.
You don't get too used to that because there's 5 other names.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna write
we'll
on
make
this.
name tents for you for the
Yes.
future.
I need that.
Yeah. So Howler looks over and sees Lewiston, and she is bloodied. And Howler
Not
is
anymore?
Like, no, well, I mean, this is
before, okay, okay,
before
okay,
I'm narrating.
okay.
And Howler's like, wow. How did you even get in here? Who let you in? And then just like shoots the fucking troll like a normal person would, as you do. And then, I mean, they probably aim for like the center area of the troll, but miss a little bit, and then it hits the head. Like, you know,
The arrow comes whizzing past Lewiston's head and just hits it.
yeah,
Right
like there was this one episode of Criminal Minds where the guy was like, "Well, I'm gonna shoot this dude," and he was a really bad shot, and then he accidentally like bopped right in the, like, it was like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot this guy," and then make like incapacitate him, and then fucking blew his brains out on accident. Which was fine. Well, it was fine because he was threatening a hospital full of people with a fucking machine gun, but
Sometimes people deserve that.
sometimes people deserve that. Like if you threaten a hospital full of people with a machine gun. So that's basically what Howler did. And was like, well, I'm just too talented.
Or
And
if you're a slave trader and you get your insides liquefied.
yeah, like that. And then how? Do I have to roll to hide again, or is that just like?
I'm gonna say yeah because the arrow exited the tree where the other troll would have seen it.
Yep, that's valid. 27.
Okay. Lewiston, you're no
Alright.
longer bloodied. Your adversary is dead, and your teammate is hiding up a tree with a troll circle.
Well, I know the general area where they are up in the tree, so I'm just going to look up and yell, "Thank you, sweetie!" and then run in to get this other fucking troll.
Howard takes the next turn to try not to
Lewiston is mom friend.
No, I know, but Howard
She's
has
absolutely
Howard has
wrong.
never met a changeling before. Well, technically Howard has met a changeling before, but didn't really know it, or like gave a shit. And
Hey, that is going to be a 21 and a 26.
Those will both hit.
For that. 12 plus 12. 24 damage.
Okay. You whack off both of its arms because it's got them sticking out like this. It takes you 2 whacks to get through them both. It's like no longer shaking the tree. It's also not looking very good. It's got its
I like to
green
imagine-
blood oozing
I
out
like to
onto
imagine the hands are
forest
still
floor.
attached to the tree. Just hanging there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind.
So it's Troll 2's turn then. And again, its arms are starting to regrow.
It's got baby arms.
It's really not happy with you,
Understandable.
as it would be not very happy with whoever whacked its arms off. I'll try to get a good bite in on you, and that'll be a
Hit.
definite hit. I can still do math, but it's fine.
You don't need to do. Don't do math if you don't absolutely need
I
to.
would agree.
everyone do that.
That will be 7 damage to you.
Crotch.
Quantity monstrity.
And it's your turn.
Okay, so Howler jumps out of the tree. I imagine that they kind of like do a little bit of a circle, like with their wings, just to make sure. Unless, okay, Howler doesn't. Never mind. Howler does a plunging attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna dive bomb this.
Yeah, Howler's going to dive bomb this motherfucker.
Dive bomb this motherfucker. Let's do it.
Yeah, with their short sword, and that's gonna be a 20.
It'll hit.
Yeah, 27.
The AC's only 15.
Yeah.
It'll
It's
hit.
like right in the face zone.
Aim for the face area.
And for the face area, that's not very good, unfortunately. So 2.
That's 10.
10 plus 5, so 15.
Okay. Still on its feet. Not looking real good.
Okay. Howler is disappointed that he wasn't able to kill them in one hit.
Yeah.
That sucks. And it's just going to fucking climb back into the tree out of reach and not really even try to hide.
Okay. It reaches a stump arm after you. It doesn't do anything. Lewiston.
Alright. See, now it looks like this thing is very focused on how it works. So I'm just gonna kind of walk around behind it, aim for that advantage.
Okay.
Can I get it? Okay, so attack number 1 is going to be a 26, and number 2 is going to be a 22.
Those will both hit.
No. 3rd damage.
It's very dead. You managed to slice this thing in half from behind. It just kind of, the pieces slide apart, and there's a top half of a troll and a bottom half of a troll lying on the ground there.
Fowler hates that.
It's gross. It's pretty gross. And your troll problem is over.
Yay. Fuck trolls.
From where you're standing now, you couldn't hear it before over the sound of the waterfall over the side of the chasm and the obvious trolls, but you think you can very faintly hear a voice, and it's just saying, "Is somebody up there? Hello? I could use some help down here."
Alright, Howler is thoroughly disgusted by seeing multiple things happen to these trolls. He was hoping what he would never have to see happen to a person ever again. So Howler's just gonna go to the fucking chasm and check that shit out and sort of look down there.
Yeah, I'll follow, and as I'm following, I'm just gonna de-summon and re-summon my glaive to clean it.
Okay. You, as you desummon it, all of the blood and ichor that was on it just like plops to the ground, having nothing to adhere to anymore, and then pops back in nice and shiny.
Splashes a little bit on your boots.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it.
Waterproof clothes.
Well,
It's okay, and you're trudging through like ankle deep water anyway, so
Dude,
not a big
splashes.
deal. Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah. So as you approach the edge of this chasm, you look down and you can see where the river water falls down. It's creating a bit of a pool, and on the side of the pool is like an outcropping of rock, kind of, and there's a woman standing on there, surrounded by kobolds who are attacking her.
How have you not died yet?
And she goes, "There is someone up there!"
How far down is this?
It's about 40 feet.
Let me check the range.
Okay.
Okay.
Can kobolds understand common?
I think so. I'm going to say yes, they can,
Okay.
regardless of what their stat block says.
Cool.
Wait.
Yeah. They know common and draconic.
Alright.
Okay.
She looks up and goes, "Well, I'm not exactly doing well down here, am I?"
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
I've got maybe like 8 friends up here. How many kobolds are there?
There are, it's kind of hard to tell from where you're at. There are a lot that seem to be dead on the ground. Like, she's killed quite a few of these fuckers.
Yeah.
There are at least 12 coming towards her, but the chasm is kind of narrow, so they aren't all, like, on her at the moment. They're just coming towards her.
I'm just going to.
I've got about 15 friends up here.
That's my
Oh,
glaive.
god damn it. I was going to try to scare them all away.
Oh.
Kobolds are like little cowards.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
what are you
if
going to
killing-
do?
well, if
What are you going
killing-
to do with a close range weapon?
Clearly, they're not afraid of death because they can see the dead bodies.
Well, there's still like 12 of them and 1 of her.
I mean, look at this guy. I am. No, wait, I can only do 2. I was gonna Eldritch Blast, but I can only do 2 bolts. I can't do as much as I thought.
You hear a single kobold voice calling up, "Who are you?" And then a whole chorus of them, "Who are you?" As they continue trying to attack this woman.
We're with the Adventurers Guild. I mean, like,
Oh, thank the gods!
yeah, we got like a whole group of people up here. We can get down there pretty fast. There's like 15 of us in total. yeah, we got this. And then Howler turns away as if to call some other people.
Okay.
I'm going to roll some deception.
Please do.
I will.
Oh, fuck.
I will help and just kind of glancing over.
It's a 20, not natural.
Okay. The fighting kind of pauses for a moment, and they're like, "Are you friends with this woman?"
We can be. I mean,
And she shouts out, "Yes, I'm from the guild too."
oh, okay, yeah, sure. I guess I have responsibility over all of you guys now.
So, they're like, "She's trespassing! Trespassers!
On what?
On land!"
Well, it doesn't appear to me like she wants to be there. It simply appears she's just stuck and can't get out. I think she wishes to leave as much as you want her to leave.
Yes, I would very much like to leave.
So there's no point in attacking her when she wants to get off your property, quite possibly more than you want her to.
We want her off our property more.
It's not a competition, but we can take her if you would like.
Please get me out of here.
Howard's already getting the rope out of his bag. I'm assuming that Howler has transferred most of his belongings into his bag of holding. So,
Probably.
because that's just easier to fly with. So he starts producing rope from this bag and is sort of dangling it down into the pit.
Okay. As the rope is coming down, you hear from a little ways off some little feet shuffling. And when you look, there are two kobolds that have come topside of the chasm here.
Well, I would see that before.
Yeah.
Like, I would see them coming up. Right?
Like, they just came from a little ways off. They didn't come up the chasm.
Oh,
They came from somewhere else, probably some tunnels,
okay.
and are on the top side of the chasm coming towards you. And one of them goes, "You're a Kenku!
Yes?
Everybody stop! It's a Kenku!"
Oh, God. Howler really fast tries to hide his wings under his cloak.
It's too late.
Uh-oh.
They've seen the wings.
Uh-oh, sisters.
Uh-oh, sisters.
And
We've been spotted.
they're like, "Well, we haven't seen you before."
I mean, I don't live here, so that makes sense.
Oh, well, were you looking for the others?
The others.
The other Kenku?
Not necessarily. I'm here to babysit this idiot, but, what are the other Kenku doing? What are they up to?
They live here.
Okay.
We have a nice little community down there. Clearly, this is all some big misunderstanding.
Oh, yes. It is a misunderstanding. Howler is not very good at lying with his mouth words, because he has spent so long without having any of them. So
Yes, he's learned how to lie without his mouth words.
he's learned how to lie, like, with hand gestures, but we're not so good on the words bit yet. We're still learning. Okay, are they, like, expecting someone to visit them?
I mean, not really, but they're welcoming to all Kenku who are like them.
What do they
And
have?
we are.
Okay, that's cool. I can just take this woman and we can remove her from trespassing on your grounds, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't you come down and like meet the people? They'd love to meet you. I'm sure if you're new around here.
Yeah. Okay. Howler is. I don't know. Howler probably hasn't interacted much with other Kenku since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the curse lifted.
Yeah. Being all of the backstory business.
Yeah.
So, okay. So yeah, Howler is gonna go down there. Basically, he just sort of jumps into the pit and does the wing parachute shit that they do in animes.
Okay.
And is down there now. And there are other kobolds, so like, yeah, hey, just take me to them.
They've all put their weapons away by now, and this woman is like, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know. I'm just going to do whatever they ask me to do, and then we're going to leave.
I will play along.
What's that? Is that their show? Right now? In the middle of the day? Are you sure?
Grant is now role-playing with himself.
Alright. And with that, you see Lewiston open up her bag, take a deep breath, and hop in.
Oh God! The two kobolds who are left up top are like, that was weird. We should probably take that bag with us to keep that one with their
Just toss it
friends.
down here. I'm going to try to do a character voice, and I realize I've been forgetting.
Okay. They shrug and pick it up and toss it down to you.
Catches it. Dexterity throw. Catch it. I rolled a 16 plus 8.
Then up pops the flap, and out climbs a lizard woman.
Okay. Howler is confused. Hey, what the fuck?
I'm just going to turn to the kobolds and ask in Draconic, what is this one saying?
Oh no!
You have to swear right now.
Okay, excellent. Kobolds whisper among themselves, very confused, and then say, that one said, hey, what the fuck? Seems confused.
By what?
You, I think.
Are there more lizards in this bag?
I'm guessing at this point we're just relaying through the kobolds.
Yeah.
No, there's no one in there.
Howler just sort of like, can we just have chill for like a day? Just like a 24 hours, just like a day. And then just starts following the kobolds to fucking wherever it is that they go. Like,
Oh, may I mention that my glaive is also now a maul?
that is the least of Howler's fucking concerns, because you are a different person now.
It is the second time you have seen this person, like, change, but yeah.
Howler doesn't have a very good understanding.
There's no such thing as object permanence.
Howler doesn't have object permanence. Howler probably knows it's the same physical entity. Like, yes, that weird person who tried to hit on me, like, within 5 minutes of meeting me.
Yep.
Now you're a lizard woman, and, I just sort of want to go home. But, here he is, babysitting, now, like, 2 people? I mean, the jury's still out on this motherfucker, how many people that one is, but,
This is person number 3.
okay. Howard is now babysitting 4 people, and
As
also
far as they're concerned,
and
yes.
is also being led into an underground Kenku hut. So this is going good for him.
With a strange woman that they've just met.
Yeah.
Who says she's from the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah. Well, she's not any stranger than the idiot that Howard's already dealing with. So
See,
That's true. She seems relatively normal.
they weren't going to change, but then you introduced creatures that can speak
So
Draconic and
Draconic.
translate.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, I can actually use this.
That wasn't a thing on my radar when I was planning earlier. It's okay, though, because I'm thoroughly amused by it.
it's going to be a lot of fun
Yeah.
coming up here.
So, as you're walking in, this other lady leans over and goes, "Every day's weird in the adventuring life. Surely you know that by now."
Please don't try to make this any better for me.
I'm just glad you stopped by when you did.
Yeah.
I'm Silvery, by the way.
Silvery.
Silvery.
Silvery. I am Prowler. I don't really know what the fuck is going on with the person behind us, so...
I haven't too either.
Yep. I don't know anything.
Just roll with it.
Yep. Probably not going to figure out her name. She was Lustin. Lustin? Lustin. She was Lustin, so probably won't respond to that anymore, but just as a placeholder name because no one, she does not appear to understand.
Well, I will try to learn her name because I don't know her yet.
Cool.
Social skills, right?
Yeah,
Social skills, right? I don't know. Anyway, and you walk underneath kind of an overhang in this chasm, and then it opens back up into like another part, and you can see way above you. You seem to have gone deeper, and there was like a hill over you, so it's like difference is much greater now between where you're at and the sky. But all up the cliff face and in the cliff face is this like village, and you see Kenku flying.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
And that's where we're going to take a break. Let you process that for a moment there.
Hello? Oh, look, and we can hear the air conditioner too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love how that
yeah.
kicked on just as we turned the mic back on. Yeah.
Yep.
It's good how it works.
Should I turn that off?
I don't care.
Yeah, probably. My mic is a little fucked as it is.
Yeah.
I was video chatting with some friends earlier and they're complaining about it, so I'm sorry if you're watching and the audio is bad. I can't really do anything about it at the moment. So, yeah.
Yep. Oh, we're back. Howler's home. He's not leaving anymore. This is it. This is the final destination. Howler's decided. Fuck everything else. This is where he lives now.
Forget babysitting. Howler has
Howler
found
didn't want to babysit anyway.
more Kenku who
Yeah.
can fly.
Yeah. Howler has found more Kenku who can fly. He has 202,959 gold. So, like, we're good to go. We don't need to, like, continue to worry about the mortal world.
And what's your character's name now?
This is currently Dedry. Dedry.
E-D... Okay. Dedry. I will eventually learn your characters here, but
Yes.
first game with this character. I don't don't know the personas yet. We'll get there. Okay, so you've just walked into this chasm along the floor a bit, following where the river goes after it fell off this cliff. You are surrounded by kobolds who seem to think that you're friends now because Howler is a Kenku.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Fantasy racism working in our favor, I see.
yeah.
Yay!
And into this cliffside are buildings and houses and walkways, and there are other Kenku flying around, and that's where we left off.
Is this like an open air area? Like there's sky above us?
Yeah, it's pretty far above you, but it is there. It is visible. There are some people coming and going through there because they're Kenku and can fly.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been joined by a half-orc woman who's like says she's from the Adventurers Guild. You've never met her before, but that's not really surprising because there are plenty of older adventurers who've been out on extended quests for the entire time you've been part of the guild.
Yeah.
It's been just about a year now since you joined, and yeah, you're not quite sure what to think of her. You're really not quite sure what to think of your companion, who has just changed their appearance from a Triton woman to a lizard woman who only speaks Draconic.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's where we're at. As you're walking into the city, a Kenku comes and lands in front of you and in front of the kobolds that seem to be kind of leading the group and directing everybody, the ones who speak first.
Yeah.
And he looks down his beak at them and is like, "Who are these people you've brought? I see you're one of us."
I'm just going to put my hand on one of the kobolds and go, "You are translating for me."
And he looks up at you and goes, "Why me?"
I just kind of put my hands on my maul.
Understood. Translating. And, yeah.
I wasn't aware that there were more of... Well, I mean, I knew there was more Kenku because that's just how, like, species work. But, like, I've never met another Kenku who's been freed from the curse.
Freed from the curse.
Yes.
We were never under a curse to begin with.
What do you mean?
We've always been like this. I mean, we moved here about a year ago, but
Where did you come from?
somewhere off to the west.
Holy shit.
We didn't really keep track of it.
Okay. Okay, listen. You're a Kenku, and you can fly, and you can talk, and you're creative.
Yes.
The Kenku curse is like an ancient curse, and I used to not have wings, and I used to only be able to mimic sounds, and I used to not be able to do art and create things, and that was like normal for every Kenku that I knew.
Well, you're among us now.
We're somewhere out west. You mean like how far west?
It was probably two months journey. We did cross a very large body of water.
Okay.
Anyway, we've got a pretty good thing going on here with these kobolds. We all kind of support each other.
Clearly. Okay, this is a lot, I guess. I don't really even know what to say.
Say nothing. Come explore.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess...
You're welcome to stay here for a few days if you want. Longer if you decide you like it.
Resting would be nice for us. I'm babysitting this idiot, and I gesture to Dedry. Dedry can't, I guess...
Who is this idiot?
Someone I'm babysitting for the Adventurers Guild. Do you know about the Adventurers Guild? I don't know if you've heard word of them.
No.
Okay.
I do not know of this Adventurers Guild.
Well, it's a lot of adventurers, and we all get together and we get paid for adventuring, I think. So that's sort of been my life, fairly recently. But yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know what you're going to do, but try not to get yourself killed. And maybe just like chill out for a little bit. It would be good to rest for a while because we've just sort of been running from trolls and big mosquitoes.
Yes, that would be preferable.
Alright, bye. And then Howler just fucking flies off to join all of these other Kenku.
Your translator's been doing an okay job. You're pretty sure you got the gist of what's going on, but they're kind of just spitting out like just the keywords and phrases. And they definitely laughed when everybody called you an idiot. It's like, who is this idiot? They're like, shit, idiot.
I like how it's idiot, but chances are I'm smarter than all of them.
Probably. But a good chorus of idiot went up in the draconic tongue after that was said. So, what do you want to do now?
I mean, Howler, I don't really know, because Howler will be trying to learn all about these Kenku and like where they came from, and all about where they came from mostly, because
Okay.
Short rest time.
Okay. The kobolds around you sort of start to scatter. A few of them are like, we can show you where to put your stuff down if you want to.
I don't really have stuff.
You have a bag.
It's like a bag. It's a bag of holding, and it's like a fanny pack. Howler's not wearing it. It's like a fanny pack, but off to the side, because Howler has like taste.
That's how I was working
A
the fantasy
tasteful
world.
fanny pack.
Yeah.
Having a small purse in your hip is not that weird in a fantasy world. I feel like that's a definite weird thing in our
That was mostly a jab
world.
at people in real life who wear fanny packs.
I like how you look directly into the camera to say that.
Yeah, why, like, none of you, if you guys,
Criticizing
if
any of you who wear fanny packs.
either of you wore fanny packs in real life, like, it was a style thing at some point, I would stop being friends with you. Because it was a style thing at a point in time, and it was bad. And
We had a sub in high school who wore fanny pack a lot.
I feel like they all were.
It was the one who talked like this and demands our respect.
Oh, jeez.
I
So,
feel like brown is absolutely worn fanny packs.
oh, probably.
You might not have noticed it because of the rest of brown, but
Yeah.
okay. Before we get started for talking shit about brown on our stream.
Anyway, this is why we only use one name to describe people, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you start getting kind of guided around this little town, and a few people like look curiously. No one comes up to instigate a conversation. The kobolds do point to a little like hut, and they're like, "You can sleep there when you're ready." And your sort of group loses a few more kobolds as you keep wandering around, and it's a pretty lively little town. I mean, like, there are people around and some little like shops, just the things that you need to survive, and lots of houses. Walkways are a little precarious because they're designed for like kobolds,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
It's very good. I feel like normally Howler would be like, Howler's generally sort of distrusting as an individual, but like, these are his people. Like, he's just, he hasn't, like, Howler has not had anyone to relate to in a very, very long time, and now that Wings and no more Kenku Curse, there's even fewer people that they can just be like, hey, what's poppin' G? This is a big improvement from before, which has been just sort of existence. So yeah, Howard will be asking around like about specifically the place they came from. Like, what was it like? What do they have going on there? I'm assuming that since Howard knows of the very, very western area of the states, and I don't know if he's been there. I don't think
You have been to the westernmost part of the states because that's the border with the forest.
Yep.
Oh, west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are in the east at the
Okay,
moment.
we're in the east.
I have a map somewhere.
And they came from the west.
It's not particularly not outdated map because it's for the third era, but the general shape of the land is about right. So forest to forest is over here. You're down in this peninsula around here-ish,
Yeah.
on your way back to Centauri. So
Cool.
map.
So they came from beyond the forest.
They
to
came
forest.
from over here somewhere in the unmapped land.
Oh shit. Howler's like, oh fuck.
I do want to put it out there that I do have a globe and a full world map that I haven't finished yet. So I kind of know what's there, but we haven't gotten there yet, which is part of the reason, as I was mentioning before we got online tonight, that I wanted to sort of expand into other things in the world. So
Howler is like neat. I feel like as a sort of general consensus, once they figure out that there is shit going on beyond the forest of forests. First of all, Howard doesn't really want to share that with anyone. Like, important, I guess, because Howler wants to go over there on his own time and see what is going on with that, but also sort of realizes that telling people that there's shit beyond the forest of forests might be weird for politics, and doesn't really want to start a war or a conquering or anything like that, because Howard does not trust the officials of this fucking country because of his backstory. So
Understandable.
Howler is going to file this information away for later, and I guess if Howler goes on an extended vacation, then I guess I could make a new character for if I ever wanted to. But yeah, Howler might vacation there sometime. That's pretty fucking buck wild.
Howler has a vacation home.
Howler's gonna get a vacation home. It's gonna be cool as hell. But he's not going to want to share that information with a lot of people.
Okay. As for like details of what the place was like, you mostly just get warmer than here, just about as humid. Rained a lot more, and the people lived in trees. Like they had like full-on tree houses. This chasm house is a little strange for them, but they like it. They're pretty pleasant. What are you looking at while you're here and speaking only to the kobolds?
Nap time.
Nap time. Nap time.
Nap time. Well, Howler doesn't need a short rest because he's not a scrub. So,
Howler didn't get in melee range of the trolls.
No.
Yeah. I didn't have an option.
Yeah, only scrubs don't have options.
Well, I mean, technically I did, but like, that ain't Lewiston's style.
Okay. It's alright. Being a scrub doesn't make you a bad person.
See, but now, with my spell slots back, I can actually talk to people. Because I know tongues.
And you're going to use your spell slots on tongues.
Well, you think I want this little fucker translating me for me the whole time?
Well, I might call you an idiot again, so maybe.
Get the whole kobold like population just chiming in, idiot. He's an idiot.
I love that image. But yeah,
Oh wait, damn it, I took a rest.
Oh,
Let's see.
yeah.
There's a consistent 10% chance that they stay the same. And wait, these are two percentiles.
You need the other one.
Yes.
inches.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh dear. I have some concerns.
God, I am not going to be able to get around well. I am now Khazad the Behemoth. A very large hobgoblin man.
No, you're not going to be able to get around well. Good luck.
Is this like Mob Psycho 100?
I know nothing about that.
Okay, well you just seem to be adding numbers, and that's what they do in that anime. Is like the numbers go up, and then Mob goes fucking batshit insane. I've not seen all of the anime.
Every time that number goes up, that if I roll equal to or lower than that number on percentile, shit's gonna go down.
Oh, just like in that one game we played with the
Betrayal?
Betrayal that has on the
We played
That was
Betrayal at
Betrayal
Baldur's Gate.
But
Look, it's the same game, but
Yeah.
flavor. Don't try to check me on that. I know what I'm talking about. I might not know what the game is called, but I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I don't think Howler has much else to do here other than just like hang out with some bird friends and just like maybe try some of their food, I guess.
Okay.
Like Howler wants to understand more about these bird people.
Birdseed.
Okay. You find
Fucking
what seems to
That's
be
fancy racism.
He is a
God.
bird. They are birds.
You find what seems to be like a tavern,
Mm-hmm.
and
They have a tavern.
they have a tavern. What good fantasy town doesn't have a tavern?
There is none.
A bad fantasy
A
town.
bad fantasy town. A fantasy town of fantasy alcoholics anonymous.
Yeah, so you come in here. Silgri, oof. Got the Volsung names in my head. It's Silgri, sorry. Has been kind of following you around with nothing better to do. She's a little uneasy and you can tell. Just like really jumpy, always looking over her shoulder. You're not sure what for, but she seems really keen on having a drink. And
Hey, are you getting like followed by something more than kobolds? Because if you've got like a Yahoo or like a Bigfoot following you around, I'm gonna want to know about it because those things are typically like more difficult to take down.
well, that's the weird thing. Actually, I'm not actually sure.
What are you? Okay.
This place is giving me kind of creepy vibes.
What do you mean?
I think right about now, with that phrasing, would be a good time for your boy Kaza to just walk into the tavern.
So you are being followed by a Yahoo.
A Bigfoot.
A fucking yokel.
What's the character's name now?
Kazed.
How do you spell that?
K-E-Z-E-D.
Oh my god.
People just like came and chatted very loudly in front of the stairs for like a full 2 or 3 minutes right there.
They just said, oh my god, they're playing D&D. We should have told them to check out the stream.
Yeah, we should have.
Check out our stream.
They just chatted loudly though. It's okay. Anyway, broke my concentration a bit.
Cool, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's going off about this. You've got drinks in front of you. Kazed walks in. She goes,
I rolled a natural 20 on my constitution save, so Holler's not drunk.
That's good.
You can't be a pink elephant. I'm not feeling anything from this shit that's going on.
I'll make her con save for her too. I'll make it. She jumps a little bit, spills a tiny bit of her drink out of the mug a bit when you walk in, and she's like, apparently there is a Bigfoot following me.
Awesome. Hey,
However, we should be returning soon.
alright, well you can get off my dick. I'm having a good time here.
What?
It's the same idiot, you know the lizard that came out of the bag?
Oh, fuck!
I'm
Oh,
starting to figure out how to keep track of this sort of thing.
you're not helping my situation.
So
What
is
are we
there...
doing wrong?
I can't remember, for the life of me, where I last saw my party. I remember where I last, remember seeing them, but I have this big gap in my memory.
Okay, hey Weewad, do you know of any, weird monsters that can take out, memories or something like that? Because I've never come in contact with anything like that. Actually, and then just, Howler taps the bar and calls the barkeep over.
The barkeep comes over and says, "Yeah, what's up?"
You've been here for a year or so now?
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard reports of any weird monsters taking people's memories or anything sort of just strange and powerful going on in these parts?
Strange and powerful? No, not at all. Mostly we just, live the way you see here, and an occasional troll or stray people. Don't like them very much. Kobolds really don't like stray people who don't belong here.
Yeah, we figured that one out.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
They are territorial little salamanders. It is in their blood.
Don't let them hear you say that. Okay, and so then I turn back to face Silvery. Okay. Do you remember what you were sent here to do?
Well, I remember we were on adventures like we do. We were looking for some kind of, there's a dungeon. It's a dungeon dive. Go in, get the artifact, come back. I remember where the dungeon was. I remember being at the mouth of the dungeon, and then I remember coming back out again, but I wasn't with my party anymore.
Do you remember where this dungeon is at?
It was between here and Centauri, roughly.
Did you get the thing back?
I have no idea.
Well, do you have it on you?
Nope. She
Okay, so-
opens her cloak and you can see all sorts of weapons hanging in there.
Well, then I would assume you didn't get it.
I suppose not,
Okay.
but I'm less concerned about the artifact than I am about what happened to my friends.
That's pretty valid.
What kind of check would it be to see if I know anything about creatures that could potentially steal memories? I'm just asking because I have 3 separate int proficiencies.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I think it would probably be Arcana or History,
Okay.
since you're looking for a magical creature.
I'll
Arcana.
go for Arcana.
Yeah.
15.
Nothing comes to mind specifically. You do have the brilliant and ever-present idea, though, that the library probably has some good resources once you get back to Centauri.
Cosette has never faced a creature such as this before.
Right?
Okay. Why are you here then?
I wandered this way. I thought I tracked them this far, but I was mistaken. And then I got attacked by these shits. She kind of points over her shoulder, gestures to the few kobolds in the
You
room.
guys are talking an awful lot of shit about kobolds for being in a town full of them. I mean, they could definitely kill us. They probably won't hurt me, so I don't really care that much, honestly, but it just seems like not a smart move for people with an intelligence of 16. But yeah,
I simply do not waste my time with them.
okay.
It would only serve to dull my blade.
Well, if
If
you
they
want...
hadn't attacked me, I wouldn't have such a problem with them, but I was just wandering through.
Yeah, I guess. If you want us to maybe check that out with you, I mean, that would be fine.
I would appreciate that. If worst comes to worst, I just go back to Centauri with you and see if news has popped up of them at the guild.
Yeah. I mean, I am supposed to be testing this idiot's abilities. I'm babysitting, basically, so...
I remember doing that job.
Yeah.
Well,
But
that
anyway.
does be real. Cosette is smarter than you.
Yeah, okay.
Cosette is a tactical genius.
Tactical genius almost died fighting trolls a few minutes ago, so...
Cosette did not fight any trolls.
Well, your body did, I guess. I don't really know what you're doing or what your whole shit is, but we're gonna go into a dungeon, and you can use your tactical genius to fight fucking whatever's in there.
That seems like a good plan to me.
Okay. Let's go.
So, do you want to stay here for a little while, kind of rest up and...
Yeah, we can stay here for the night.
Yeah. They've offered, so...
Yeah, so I mean, if they'll offer, what sort of food do you think they have? Do you think any of these, any of my Kenku friends have carried any delicacies over from their foreign country?
Probably to some extent. I'm not sure that they have, they might have some plant sourcing, something that they were able to bring, but, yeah, they probably have some, old family recipe type things, and
Yeah.
you get
Pella gets deep in the paint on that.
Yeah.
She's right in there.
some good food at the tavern, and, you probably spend a very nice night getting to know your Kenku kin, having a good meal,
Yeah.
while your new friend over here is still looking over her shoulder, nervous as hell, 'cause she has no idea. And
Meanwhile, Cosette is just bombarding her with stories of his greatness.
You're level 8.
Yes, But
You know what?
Constance
I mean, you're also like,
Yeah.
I could go off about that, but I'm not gonna.
Do you have any idea of a specific story that would have gotten him to level 8?
Please don't.
See, how Zay works is when they kill somebody at their patron's orders, of course, the patron might deem them a worthy soul.
Oh.
And the
Okay.
worthy souls are remembered so that they may live on to serve the patron.
Got it.
Zay kills someone, then then the patron's like, hey, that's a pretty good fighter you got there.
Nice stab, my dude.
Change into them for the day.
Yeah.
That's fun as hell, by the way. This is a cool ass character.
Yes, I love them.
I liked the character concept, so I was like, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
I even get to switch in vocations to better mirror the races that they are.
Yeah.
Like the ones with dark vision have devil's sight. And the ones that can breathe underwater have gift of the depths. And the Warforged has one with the shadows, because I couldn't fucking find one that fit Warforged.
Yeah. So, you stay the night,
Yeah.
and you get going in the morning, and some of the Kenku are sorry to see you all go. They don't get the visitors like this very often. Kobolds usually keep the outsiders out, and you provided the opportunity for outsiders to come in.
Yeah. How our promise system is it again?
Please do, please.
By the way, I did roll no longer, God said. Every rest, whether it be short or long, changes can occur. I keep rolling different characters. I'm a new character again.
Okay.
Get your writing utensils ready. Ceres. S-E-I-R-I-S.
What's Ceres like?
She is a very cunning tiefling woman. A thief.
Okay.
She prefers to avoid combat unless absolutely necessary, trying to weasel her way out of it.
Got it.
She tried to steal Dersha off of whoever the current soul was and was punished accordingly.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you get on your way to this dungeon, and that is where we leave off for the night.
Very good.
Questions, clarifications, comments?
Howler has.
Yeah.
Not like Howler wouldn't like consider them family yet, but
I just need to
Howler.
remember for next time we play that Ceres is currently the current persona. I can't wait for you to meet Step of the Wind.
Tabaxi.
Yes.
Yeah, give us a rundown on your other personas
Okay.
that you have at the moment.
So,
When you said personas, you were going to make like a persona joke. Like this whole character is a big persona joke.
No.
And I'm so glad that it wasn't that.
met Dedri, met Kazed, and yeah, what you saw of them pretty much sums them up pretty well.
Yeah.
Kazed is an absolute dick. He was a war general. Unless you get some ale in him, then he will be more than happy to regale you of tales of his glory.
Good.
I hate him.
Then we got Safeguard Unit 1360. He was a Warforged bodyguard. That's the
Can you
word.
open this again? Thanks.
He was a Warforged bodyguard, and Dersha was like, "Hey, yo, kill that guy." And then whoever the persona at the time was like, wait, there's this robot I need to take care of first.
Is Derja the sword god?
Derja is
weapon?
the weapon,
Okay.
yes. And also the patron, because
Right.
Hexblade.
Yeah, Hexblade.
Yeah. No.
Derjas are going to be an interesting plot device.
Yes.
Already is,
Yes.
but
Safeguard is very much a servant. He exists to execute the will of whoever his current charge is, which is going to be a party member, most likely.
Howler.
Yes. Penzarin, I already told you about. He's the, while not a bard, he's the bard stereotype of if it moves, I will try to get it in its pants. And Step of the Wind, he's mute.
I remember you telling me before the
Yes.
session started that you had a
Yeah.
character who was mute and we probably shouldn't play them today.
Yeah. He perfectly understands Common and Elvish. He can
Do you
Like,
want to keep these cards?
get the gist of things.
Yeah.
He just can't speak. All I got for him is that he's an assassin and can't speak.
See,
Actually, looking over this, it makes me realize that there have been numerous of these were attempts on his life, on Zay's life first. Like, Steph probably attempted to assassinate them. And they're just like, no, you.
as you do when someone tries to assassinate you.
You're getting mugged. No, you're getting mugged. How does that work?
Yeah.
The timely ASDF movie reference.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us tonight. We will be back next week, I believe, yeah?
Don't fucking piece
Yeah.
that in front of my face.
I was just doing it in
In front of
joke.
my face.
What do you mean?
Mike fucking Wazowski, move your hand.
You say that like it's a problem.
It is a problem.
You don't want to be Mike Wazowski?
No, I need my brand to spread. That I have.
Oh, I do need to take a moment to brag. I made cool dice bags.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
these are so fucking kick-ass. Reese just makes shit all the time.
Yeah. I get bored and then I
got
make things.
cantaloupe, You got
Yeah.
a scarf. You got cantaloupe.
Meanwhile, the most creative thing I've made is a cardboard cutout.
It's okay. You've got nothing but time to create more
I
things.
made Howler.
More cardboard cutouts.
Oh, you made your character. This is a pretty fucking good creative idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
So.
What is like Zay?
Z-E-I, yes. Zay.
Zay. What is their deal? Like, why do they shapeshift in all these fucking people?
Because Derja literally tells them to. Derja is literally speaking into their mind.
Okay, I know
But
that.
no one else can hear it. Yeah.
Does Derja like? Derja's like.
It's
That's
because Zay's kind of a pushover.
okay.
Less a pushover, more so.
How
This
does,
was
like-
just like the weird family heirloom that just kind of. You know how everyone has like that one weird
No.
piece of art or thing in their house that you
Oh.
never question.
Yeah.
That's what Derja was, and it just kind of sat there as like a short sword until one day Zay was like, why the fuck do we have this? And just like picked it up to inspect it, and then just started hearing voices and was like, oh,
Uh-oh, sisters.
okay.
There you have it.
So does Derja like kidnap their personalities and like force them onto like how does Zay like do their different personalities? So I guess the way I thought of changing was like it's always the same like mental person just taking different shapes and different like
Usually,
It
yeah.
is.
But
yeah.
Think of it sort of like multiple personalities,
Okay.
where like, it's like
I think
multiple.
it's properly called dissociative identity
Yes.
disorder.